To Colorado, where the president had a rocky day in the Rocky Mountains.
There's been a lot of questions, of course, recently about whether, in fact, our commander-in-chief is suffering from dementia. He's certainly suffering from problems associated with aging. There's no question about that. And frequently that involves, memory problems. And that's certainly not somebody that you want with the finger on the button.
That was world-renowned neurosurgeon Dr. Ben Carson, who joined us yesterday, warning of Biden's apparent mental decline.
Yeah, so joining for more on this is the founder and president of Healthy Tennessee, trauma surgeon Dr. Manny Sethi, retired Air Force Brigadier General, military rep to NATO, and Newsmax contributor Blaine Holt, and vice chair of the Center for American Security for America First Policy Institute, former chief of staff at the National Security Council, Fred Fleitz. So, Dr. Sethi, let's start with you. What did you make of President Biden taking that fall in Colorado Springs yesterday?
Good morning, and thanks for having me. He's in his 80s. He continues to fall. Repeated memory problems. I think this is just the pattern of dementia and Alzheimer's. I mean, when you have somebody like this, it's a high fall risk. I think he needs a walker or a wheelchair. It's a real problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, General Holt, this is not new for the president. We all don't like talking about this. It's hard to watch. We remember the fall on the bike from last summer. He stumbled up the stairs of Air Force One. General Holt, what message does this happening, send to our enemies? The world is watching.
It is. If Americans are nothing else, Allison, they're fair. And nobody relishes the president falling. Nobody relishes seeing these things, not decent folks. And so we have to set aside that from the policy ramifications of what we see happening before our eyes. Then to your point, the geopolitical circumstances is America, when you pile it all up, is projecting nothing but weakness since this administration began. We have not deterred a deterrable war. We cut and run out of Afghanistan. And our enemies see us as weak. When they see these things play out on the stage, as unfortunate as it is, it just compounds that, and it actually just affirms what they believe.
Yeah.
Fred, take a listen to this. This is President Biden speaking yesterday in Colorado Springs.
The food insecurity, the natural disasters, all of which are being made worse by the existential threat of climate change. I don't hear many of my friends anymore saying there's no climate change. We're finally figured it out. Been trying to push that since 1981.
So some in Colorado obviously would like some climate change, but why is he talking about climate change to Air Force graduates?
Look, climate change is not the existential threat to U.S. national security. China is. And he again called China a competitor. And he's talking about climate change as if New York City is going to be underwater in 10 years. Add that to Biden falling down and mental incoherence, continually walking back statements he makes about Taiwan. We have a president that our adversaries simply don't respect. That's why the Chinese won't even talk to him right now. They don't see any point. They're going to keep ramping up their military. Threats will increase. This is a very dangerous time.
Yeah, Dr. Sethi, Biden he's 80 years old. Former President Trump is 76. A lot of people questioning, should there be, an age limit for the office? And we talk about this. Sometimes it's not the age, because somebody could be vibrant at 80 and running marathons. What do you think about this? Because this is a conversation that, we continue to have.
Well, I think you're exactly right. I think age is a number. I disagree with having an age limit. Look, I've met the president, former President Trump, multiple times. He's very with it, very fast on his feet, faster than me, probably, frankly. But Biden, with his medical history, these aneurysms, it's very natural in him to have, this new picture of dementia and this evolving picture. So I think you do it on a case-by-case basis. But in his case, I'm very concerned that we're one hip fracture away if he falls from a very bad outcome, and we'll be stuck with someone like Kamala Harris. So I think as a nation, we have to take this very seriously. And again, he needs some sort of ambulatory device like a wheelchair or a walker. I know that doesn't project strength, but that's what I would suggest if he was my patient.
Yeah, General, about 15 seconds. I mean, this was right in front of the Air Force. What do you think they're thinking and saying right now?
You know, the cadets were only thinking about one thing, and it probably wasn't the president. They've got their brand new butter bars. Many are off to pilot training. Many are off to other things, and they couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Air Force Blue and all you cadets.
Yeah. All right. Dr. Manny Sethi, General Blaine Holt, Prep Flights, thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Of course.